Be building my dream PC. Diagnostic like lights going on. Then I was getting a black screen. A HYTE Y70 with a screen kit. That is my case. It's a HYTE Y70 and it has going to have a touchscreen, which I unboxed it for a YouTube video. So it's right here with the accessories. And then all my PC parts. I'll have it all listed down below in the description, but let's go ahead and start opening all these parts, laying them out, and then building the PC. Alright, so the first things first I'm going to be doing is my motherboard. This is the motherboard I went for. Now I did do an unboxing because I took it out, so there's nothing in there, but I do need to still get the cables that I left behind. First things first, I need to install the CPU. Building this, I really wanted to build this for like gaming. That's just my priority, is to make sure that I can game and put my graphics on high. There was not a lot of, let's say, of these CPUs to choose from, but this one really looked like it had good specs, so I went for that one. I like to know if the CPU is actually the most like delicate thing to install, but why is it the most hardest? And I don't mean like difficulty, I meant like actually putting down pressure on this, and you have to gently put it on. It seems like it's so delicate, yet you just do too much to it. Also, it's good to say this because you never know if you have to somehow warranty your CPU for any kind of reason, if you're still under warranty, and you need to put this right back to protect the motherboard. Alright, so next up is my RAMs, and I got the RAMs from TEAMGROUP, these RAMs, and there's the 64GB of RAMs. So this is going to be my storage I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a 2TB from MSI. Now, the only thing is about the storage, I feel like 2TB is still not enough. I feel like maybe 4TB. I would love to get another SSD, and so have like 4, even more, I'm fine with. It just feels like, because a lot of my games are like 1 gig each almost. I have several games that are like that. So 2TB I feel like is going to run out fast, but for now, this is my starter, and then later on I'll just go ahead and upgrade and put another SSD in there. So I got this liquid cooler from MSI, and it's the Mag Core Liquid E360 in white. These fans are so pretty. Look at that, how that looks. I am super excited to see what this looks like once I get this all hooked up. That's it. Alright, I have to check. I need to see if it has I can't even think of the name now. Let's see. Oh, thermopaste. Once I saw it, I actually knew what it was called. I was looking for this. That's good, because I kind of was worried. I was like, if I don't have thermopaste, I would have to go get it. And unfortunately, like my electronics store is all closed right now because it's nighttime. But thank goodness they come with thermopaste, and I'm kind of glad, because I'd rather use what comes with the actual cooler. Where the water cooler was actually going to go, I'm just like looking, because I'm used to being able to take this off and then just like install this right into the water cooler, but I don't know how you take it out. I might have to look at a video. Okay, the reason I can't take this top part out for my water cooler is because there's these 2 screws right here, so that's why I couldn't take it out. So let me go ahead and unscrew that then. I was a little confused actually when I first turned it on. Like, I was seeing all these like diagnostic like light going on, and then I was getting a black screen, and now I got the Windows screen going on, but getting a black screen, and I didn't know what was going on, but I kind of forgot to hit delete button and to take me to the boot screen. But then I finally figured that out, got it to boot screen, and then I changed out the priorities to boot from my USB stick back here, and now it shows me my Windows prompts. So now I need to go install my Windows 11 and get the drivers. Now, this is not where I'm gonna have my PC at, because you can see my monitors is currently off. I have back there my HYTE Y70, and I need to put my Y70 back there instead, but I didn't know if it was gonna boot or if I had to like diagnose more, so that's why I hooked it up to my secondary monitor, and then I just moved my keyboard and mouse. I had to disconnect, as you can see down here, my HYTE front panel, because that became my main monitor, and it was showing me BIOS on this, and I could not read. Like, BIOS was super tiny, so I disconnected that, and now it's only on my main.
And this is the case I used. It's a HYTE Y70 with a screen kit. This is one of my favorite parts. Well, one of my favorite parts, because there's so many parts. Like, for instance, this kind of like H kind of like look. I really love that because it reminds me of Star Wars. Star Wars has those kind of elements, and so this gives me like a really Star Wars futuristic vibe to my case. But yeah, it's also a touchscreen, and I really love it that you just can move around, and you could like just play around with. You can just move this around and play around with the case. It is like super cute. You can put like any kind of widgets you want in here. I have my media player. I have these cute like emojis on here. I have a chip that I put here. It's a GIF. I have my calculator, so if you want to calculate some numbers on here. And then of course my beginning GIFs I also have here is my weather. I have my clock. It's kind of good to have my clock because it kind of keeps me on track and be like, oh, it's kind of getting late. Okay. And then I usually keep a GIF right here, but for now I took off the GIF because I have this wallpaper, but usually it'll be a GIF depending on like what theme, if it's either Star Wars or something else. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite Final Fantasy game? It's definitely Final Fantasy VII. It's been the most long-running game that I've been playing. It's such a long series. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I can't wait to continue to keep playing. John says hope. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, which I feel like he